After a mad scramble down, we're finally reaching the bottom of the Black Canyon of the Gunnison in Colorado. It's one of the newest national parks, sheltering a 12-mile stretch of the Gunnison River, which is one of the best fishing spots in the country.
All right, we made it to the river.
The mighty Gunnison. We're hoping to have fresh fish for dinner, but as usual, that means we're trying our hand at something new. We're meeting up with Brant, a park ranger who's going to give us our first ever fly fishing lesson.
How are ya?
Doing well, good to see you.
Good to see ya.
Man, is it beautiful down here.
It's incredible. You get paid off for all the work to get down here, huh?
Yeah, and look what we brought, all the way down from the top.
Excellent. So do you guys know what to do with those things?
Not even remotely.
Yeah.
Okay.
We're fly fishing for rainbow trout and brown trout. The brown trout are huge, 16 to 30 inches on average, and anglers say they're hard to fool. One thing's sure, there are plenty of them out there.
It's an amazing fishery here. It's considered gold medal waters in the state of Colorado. It's a designation that's reserved for only the best fisheries in the state.
So already since we've been here, I've seen really large insects flying around.
Right.
Does that have something to do with why these waters are so good for fishing?
Absolutely. The lower Gunnison has an epic salmonfly hatch.
Salmon flies are a part of an insect family known as stoneflies. They're big, about 2 inches long, living near fast-moving streams. They grow to maturity under the water and hatch out at the surface. Trout love to eat them.
So let me ask you this, like, are we mimicking basically a fly landing on the river?
You are.
Fly fishing is trying to trick the fish into thinking your hook is a fly lightly touching the surface.
So this is kind of fascinating. If you look at this, this is a stonefly's exoskeleton. So what happens is the larva will actually split this open, crawl out, then they spread their wings, those wings dry, and then they fly away.
It takes special equipment to touch the water as lightly as an insect. These flexible 9-foot fishing rods are strung with lines that, where they touch the water, are as light and as thin as a strand of hair. And that's where we have to tie on an artificial fly that weighs no more than a feather.
We were talking about salmon flies earlier, and this is a salmon fly mimic.
Oh man,
Oh, wow.
Cool.
So one of you guys want to try salmon fly?
Sure.
I'm so bad at tying knots, so this is something that I need to be like hyper-focused on. This will be very good practice for me. I'm not a patient man, and I'm working very hard to try to become one.
And that's before we start trying to fish. Brant shows us how to place the fly at a spot where you think a big trout might be lurking. Every time he moves his arm back, he's releasing a little bit of line. When the line is long enough, he gently throws the line to the spot he's chosen. The fly rests lightly on the water as the current carries it along.
So are you guys seeing the basics of the cast as far as
Yeah, I think
elbow,
so.
wrist, and forearm are locked? Just kind of in that handshake type position. And then it's 2 o'clock, 10 o'clock.
2 o'clock, 10 o'clock.
Let's give it a shot.
All right. At first, when I get into the water, I'm trying to get this cast going, but I'm a little overzealous with it. For me, I'm not patient at all. And so fishing, it's always been a bit of a challenge. So I'm just trying to look at it as one step at a time. First, casting.
Oh no.
Whoa. There's a little more of a rhythm to it. You got to go back, let it catch, go forward. Bring it back, let it catch, and then go forward.
Oh no. The motion looks easy enough, but it's like watching a quarterback throw a football. You know how to do the motion, doesn't mean you're going to be successful at it. Oh man.
I'm just trying to get that technique down, and hopefully the fish will come. If you cast right, the fish will come. I've already ruined it again. Dang it.
It seems like I've found my rhythm. 1,000 back, 1,000 forward. It's working for me.
I'm feeling confident enough to move out to the swiftest part of the river, but I'm about to learn a lesson in fly fishing humility.
Whoa, oh,
Whoa!
oh no,
Whoa, no!
oh no.
What happened? I yank back my line, release it. All of a sudden, the reel falls right off my pole and goes into the river.
What'd you do?
I don't know.
I must not have had my reel locked into place tightly enough on the pole.
Oh, how quickly we're reminded that this is our first time ever trying this.
Well, I guess we won't be eating fish for dinner. Fly fishing takes a lot of practice, and while we certainly need more of that, the goal is to have fun, and we've definitely done that.
Hey everybody, thanks for watching. Make sure to leave any questions or comments that you have.
And please subscribe to the channel. There's a lot more to come.